5 reasons why Dhurandhar is the biggest movie of India.
अगर तुम लोगों के पटाखे खत्म हो गए तो
First of all, the budget. The budget is merely 283 crores. That makes the movie the solidified economics for the producers and all the distributors.
मैं धमाका शुरू करूं।
Second, the set design. Literally, they made the Karachi Liari in Thailand. And that makes the movie very acceptable to the audience, because nowadays we are seeing a lot of CGI and green screen, and we are talking about Ramayana, about this matter, Ramayana getting a lot of backlash being shot in green screen. But what we see in Dhurandhar, everything real, everything raw, and everything is super duper exciting. Third, the acting of the cast. Oh man, what can I say about the acting of the cast? Ranveer Singh, he's like a wrath of God. And what about Akshay Khanna? That man basically had a sheer presence. And what about Sanjay Dutt and other casting also? And the biggest reveal is the daddy, Jamal Jamili. Who doesn't know his biggest dialogue? "Tu bachcha hai mera."
तू फिक्र मत कर यार, बच्चा है तू मेरा अर्शद।
The fourth things is the sound design and the music by Shachwat Shachdev. So Shachdev is a legend when it comes to making the temporary music or the old music with the new rap version. He had a unique taste of music and he made every frame look spectacular. And the fifth and the biggest thing is showing some truths. A lot of people basically calling out about this film being a propaganda. But for me, this is not a propaganda at all. For me, it's showing that, of course, there is some terrorism against the humanity. So that is the 5 reasons the Dhurandhar movie was successful. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Dhurandhar movie? Now let's move on to the Ramayana. Now let's talk about the hype behind it. So we have seen Adipurush. Adipurush was such a disaster. Not even the Indians like it. Not even the rabid fans of Prabhas who basically always says Jayanna, Jayanna, Jayanna. They didn't even like it. So what about the Ramayana? Namit Mangalatra is the CEO of DNEG BFX. So he made such a good movies around the years. He made some great movies like Dunkirk, Interstellar, and a lot of other Oscar-winning movies. DNEG basically owned 8 Oscars. So now let's talk about Ramayana teaser and its backlashes. So everyone knows after Adipurush, Adipurush, the biggest flop of Indian movie. The BFX was so poor. Everything from the cast to the stories, everything was very poor executions. But when it was basically declared that Ramayana, made with a budget of 4,000 CR or $262 million, people were assuming something grand, something absolutely masterclass. But when you see the Ramayana trailer, what do you see? Just a short breakdown. Just a short breakdown of the trailer. So in the first scene, basically people have so many problems with this trailer. The first scene when we see big battle between the
2,000 years later.
So what we see in the trailer, the first shot of the battles between the monsters, the frame rate was very slow, so it doesn't take that, give that the grandeur, or doesn't give that, the whole scale that it had been showing. But when we see the other frames, I love the frames of him getting his crown. I love the frames from Dashrath, of course. I love the frames of him basically taking that, that bow and basically holding it like a royal character. So Ramayana is deep rooted in the Indian audience have to see that grandeur and that vision. But when it comes to Ramayana, if you see the frames, different frames, it was poorly rendered. The frame rate was low, and also there is so many CGI slop. But what I love about the Pushpak Viman is literally ridiculed by Adipurush. They used something like a dragon of sorts, but Pushpak Viman is it's literally a time travel mission. So that shot of the Pushpak Viman with the Yash, it was the highlight for me. I love the details, and also I love the set design. The set design of Ramayana was grand, but I think the director or the producer Nitish Tiwari and Nomit Pramleta have to take a deep dive how to make it better. They have 6 months. They have to make sure that Ramayana basically meets everyone's expectations, because with the Adipurush slop, everyone was so disappointed, and now with Ramayana, if they mess up again, that would be very bad for them. So now let's talk about the new Invincible series. So we have seen new Invincible show in the Prime Video. If you have known about this, it is the story of the Biltrumite, and it is the story of Invincible, who is Mark, and his father Omni-Man. So in this show, we are seeing such a brutality, such a graphic violence that will shock you. Invincible is a story of the superpower human and their struggle, their daily life struggle. We have seen a lot of superhero shows where the superheroes are always flying in the sky, beating up goons and having their good lives. But the Invincible is really showing the real truth of being a superhero. They have struggles, they have sadness, they have all the uncontrollable things, because they are super powered humans, so they have to go through a lot of stuff in a daily basis. Here in the stories, Mark is basically revisiting his the responsibility in this world. Biltrumite, basically you have a big twist in the show. If you see them, Biltrumite are now in a desperate need for something, and Omni-Man with his allies are trying to basically extinguish the Biltrumites. So you will see the tension between the world, the underworld, and also the Biltrumite planet in this show. So let's give it a watch, and let me know what you think. So that's the bulletin for today. We'll come back very soon about other matters. Stay tuned with life with Cine Drinker, Sober Cine Drinker with Shakil, and we'll bring more videos to you. Have a good day, everyone.